Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup look inspired by the look that Rihanna wore to the Ocean's 8 premiere. I really liked the look, so I thought why not do a tutorial on it. If you want to know how I got this hair look, I will link the tutorial at the end of this video. So if you would like to see how to get this look inspired by her, then just keep on watching. So I'm experiencing a horrible breakout on my forehead. It's just like bumps galore. I haven't quite figured out what it is. I think it may be dust because that's what normally creates like a bunch of bumps on my forehead, but I can't figure it out. So that is not cool. And yeah, so I'm going to use a mattifying primer on the bottom half of my face and a smoothing primer on my forehead. Then I'm gonna just let that soak in dry before I move on. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going to use the Covergirl TruBlend Matte Matte, and I'm using the shade T70. I'm going back to T70, probably for the summer. And then for cream contour, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Matchstix because that's what she used. She didn't use the same shade, but she did use this, so I'm gonna use it for the look. And then for concealer, I'm going to use the Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. And this isn't too much lighter than me, so it'll go perfect with the look because you can see in the photo that Rihanna doesn't really have on a highlighting brighter concealer. So this is the concealer I like to use when I want that look. And this is in the shade 4N. And then for powder, I'm going to use the Colourpop setting powder, and this one is in the shade Banana. And just set that concealer just to make sure it doesn't crease. Ooh, too much. Just blend it in. Okay, so I got my brows on, and now I'm going to prime my eyelids, and I'm using the Sigma eyeshadow base primer in the shade Persuade, and I'm going to do one eye at a time because this dries pretty fast. So the eyeshadow palette that I'm using for this look is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and I'm so excited for this palette. This palette literally has everything you could need. Like, look at that. It has all the shades. It has the bright colors that you want and the neutral, regular colors that you can wear on an everyday basis. So I love this. I've only used it once, but I love it. So I am going to start with the shade Riff, which is just a warm brown shadow. And I'm going to apply this to the crease, starting with a light amount because I didn't set that eyeshadow base. And sometimes if you don't set your eyeshadow base, your eyeshadows can skip on top of it. So it would be a lot in this spot and then a little bit here and then a lot here and then a little bit here, like kind of like that, like skipping. So just starting with a little amount and blending, and you avoid that. Need to get the picture out. Make sure I'm doing it right. Which is really easy eye look that her makeup artist did on her. Literally just like a regular gold shimmer eyeshadow look. And then with a smaller eyeshadow brush, I'm taking the shade Punk, or a smaller blending eyeshadow brush. Something like this. And apply this to the outer corner. These eyeshadows are so good. So for the eyeshadow that she used on the lid, I can't decide whether or not it's the shade Ignite or Smog. So these two shades, like when she looks down, it kind of looks like this, but when she looks up, it looks like this. So I'm just gonna mix the two together and see if I like the way that looks. Hopefully I do. Now the next thing I'm going to do is take a little bit of Riff and mix it in with Baja. So yeah, I'm mixing those two and just blending into the crease again. Okay, so for lashes, I'm going to use some of my favorites, which is Eylure 128 lashes. So while my lashes are getting tacky, I'm going to use the Flower Beauty Vinyl Eyes Gel Eyeliner in the shade Bronzed Out. Apply this to the waterline because she has like a brownish shade in her waterline, so... boom. Why don't I breathe? A lot of steps in my makeup, I don't breathe. Gonna make sure the shimmer shade is blended. I really hope this eyeshadow palette is permanent. I actually don't know if it's limited edition or not, but it's so good. They should definitely keep this around. And it's heavy, like it's heavier than I would expect an eyeshadow palette to be. So it's really good quality. So now for mascara, I'm going to use the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior. My lashes are a lot more intense than Rihanna's, but this was the closest I can get. Now let's go into blush. So her makeup artist tagged that she wore for the blush. I'm trying to get it open. That she wore for the blush, the Fenty Beauty Moscow Mule and Ginger Binge duo. So I'm going to add that as my blush. Just a little bit though, because it doesn't really like she has on a lot. Just add it right here. And I'm just mixing the two shades together. And for highlighter, she used a Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I don't have one that isn't pink or the trophy wife, which is goldish greenish. So I'm just going to use a regular highlighter. Now this one has a bit of a pink tinge, and I think it will go really well with the blush we just put on. And this is from Laura Geller. It's in the shade Pixie Pearl. I think this is a new highlighter from them. So I'm just going to add a bit of this to my cheekbones. And I'm also going to add it in my inner corners because she has highlight there and on my brow bone. And on my chin. So the very last thing is I'm going to line my lips with a red lip pencil, and I'm using MAC Brick lip pencil. Now that is optional. If you're confident that you're gonna go inside the lines, you don't have to line your lips with the red lip pencil. You can just go in with the lip color, but I don't trust myself, so that's why I lined first. But now I'm going to use the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Kitten Heels. And then I'm going to use the Cogendo Herbal Spa Mist to set my makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. Don't forget to check out the tutorial on this hair look. And yeah, make sure that you subscribe, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.